welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabriella Catano and this is Catano Glam English. As you can tell from today's title and my makeup, I'm transforming into the Grinch. Remember that I'm gonna be posting every day. I skipped a day because I had a migraine one day, but either way, it's gonna be 12 videos of Vlogmas along with 12 different giveaways. Today there is a giveaway, so make sure you stay until the end so you find out what that is and how you can enter to win. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post, and make sure you're following me on both of my Instagram accounts as well as my TikTok account, because like I said, I will be doing giveaways and you do not want to miss out. So let's get started with this Grinch tutorial. So we're starting off with the eyes, and of course to prep them, I'm taking this Frankie Rose concealer and using a flat brush just to make sure I spread it out throughout my entire eyelid. I honestly forgot to bring a regular beauty sponge, so I am using another brush from Morphe that's a little bit rounder, kind of like kabuki style, to blend out the concealer. And then with a brush like this that had a little bit of excess powder on it, I just tapped it on top of my eyelids, and this helps set the concealer so that everything went on smoothly. Today I'm going to be taking the Morphe X Jeffree Star palette. I mean, look at all these beautiful colors. We're going to take this bright green and I'm going to apply it with the Sigma Firm Blender E44, and I'm putting this right into my crease. This is pretty much going to be the transition shade. Normally you would put maybe like a light brown or a warm tone shade, but guys, we are going to be the Grinch, so everything has to be green. Don't be afraid. The next shade I'm going to apply is kind of like a lime green, and this one I'm going to use to basically blend out the bright green I used in the beginning, and this I'm putting on top of that shade. So this is what really acts as a transition shade. You know, it's not super dark, but I didn't want it to be so pigmented, so it should look kind of like a gradient, like a nice blended out green look. And now mixing in a mustard brown shade with a gray, I'm going to add some depth to the outer V and also to like the outer part of the crease. I'm just packing this shade using a pointy brush, and then with the Sigma brush I used for the bright green, I'm just going back and forth to make sure that it is blended out, but in no way am I taking away any of the color. So now with that flat brush and whatever leftover concealer it had, I'm going to cut the crease. But I'm only doing like the first half of the eyelid and I'm not doing the entire thing, so it's a semi-cut crease. I'm taking this dark green gold shimmery shade and packing it onto the outside part of the semi-cut crease, not quite covering up the dark colors we used in the outer V, but leaving room for these two lighter gold shimmery shades, which by the way guys, look absolutely spectacular. I mean, you know, I had to add a little glam into this Grinch look. I'm taking this champagne silvery shade and putting it right under the brow bone as well as the inner corner because I needed a little bit of highlight. Alright guys, it's time for the fun. I'm taking these two Maron paint palettes. They are water activated paints, so I have to put my hair up because I did not want to get any on my hair just yet. Since they're water activated, I'm taking this spray bottle and spraying this Real Techniques sponge and then going in with the dark green from the basic Maron palette. Now, if you saw my Green Witch tutorial last year, you guys know that the brush method was very streaky, and honestly, I found that using a sponge to apply these paints was way better. You still needed to go in with a few layers, so that's what you guys see me doing right here in this video. Have some patience. This is probably what took the longest, just covering my whole face, my neck, and then also around the eyes to make sure I look as much as the Grinch as possible and not really leaving any white parts. So now with a paintbrush that you guys could literally buy at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, I'm going to take this light green. It's like a lime green, and this is from the Pastel palette, and I'm basically adding concealer. This is literally like my Grinch concealer, just highlighting key parts on my face. And I did clean the brush a little bit so that the green wouldn't like take away, or I should say the dark green from before wouldn't take away from the light green. Because first I wanted to blend this out, and it's very important for you guys not to swipe anything because then it's just gonna take off the paint from that specific area. So just do like light tapping motions. I was a little stressed because like I said, this is the part that took the most effort and like attention. But now I'm going to apply some of that darker green again once the lighter green was blended out, and now I'm kind of meshing these two colors together. Like I said, this look was literally all about layering, so have lots of patience. And in between, just to let you know, I was spraying the sponge because like I said, these are water activated. So now I'm taking a super thin paintbrush and I'm actually applying the dark green to my eyebrows. Whenever I try to cover up my eyebrows like the drag queen method that we see a lot on YouTube, it just never works for me. I don't know why. So instead I decided to paint the hair green and I think it worked out fine. Hopping back into the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette, I'm taking a super thin and pointy pencil brush and applying the mustard brown and gray shades under my eyes. This is going to be under the waterline, and this is just going to smoke out the look a little bit. I feel like we were missing a little something under here. And then I went ahead and repeated this step, but using that Sigma Firm blender that I used in the beginning with the green. And I also was blending out not just under the eyes, but also around the eyes to make sure that there were no patches from my skin and everything looked green around the eyes. So I'm taking this paint palette from Wet n Wild. I love it because it has greens and yellows and blues, and I'm taking the lighter greens of this palette and just adding some highlight to the high point of my cheek, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and it looks so cute. So you're gonna need a black paint, and I'm taking the Wet n Wild paint pot and a super thin little painter's brush. Again, you can buy these at Michael's, or you can even use like an eyeliner brush. And guys, this part honestly was pretty tedious again because I'm creating those lines that the Grinch had. Obviously, if I had like the Grinch mask on or face piece, it would look more realistic, but because I don't, this is the best that I could do. I went ahead and basically traced like my smile lines and where I think it would wrinkle up. Then I began to make a little Grinch nose, and I just thought it looked so cute. I don't remember if in the movie he had a look like this, but I've seen a lot of looks like this of the Grinch. And then I added some little dots, like, I don't know, around the top lip. And after that, I decided to fill in my top lip. I didn't know if I was gonna leave it green, but I think filling it in with black looked way better. And just so you guys know, I made it a lot smaller and I did not follow the natural lip shape. With an angled eyeliner brush, I'm going to take this gray shade from the Jeffree and Morphe palette we've been using, and I'm going to start to create some shadows. Now, first, I decided to create the lines, and I didn't blend it in until later. So I'm basically putting lines around the areas that are like curvy, and then I went back and shaded it in. I feel like shading it in made it look a lot more natural, especially when I smile or if I was going to be talking. I don't know, it would just help it look like it was actually moving, you know, like I didn't just make it up. And then I started to frown and decided to create some lines on top of my forehead. I think this also made it look pretty real and more realistic, more like the actual Grinch, and I really love the finished result. And then I went in with a regular pencil eyeliner and I began to trace a little bit those lines I created on the forehead. I also darkened up these little dots that I made, almost like whiskers, and then I added a line in between my Cupid's bow, and I think it just made everything look better. I also added a few extra lines on top of my nose and around my nose, just where it would normally crinkle up if I were to move it around, and I think it made it look more realistic. And I also wanted to take this shimmery light green to put some more highlight on the tip of my nose because, I don't know, it was missing a little bit of glam. And then I also went ahead and put some of this highlight around these areas, around the lines that I created, and I think it just looked way cuter. Okay guys, all good. Let's prep the lashes. I'm using an eyelash curler, and now I'm going to add some eyeliner. I wanted it to be a cat eyeliner, so that's exactly what I did. And then off camera, I let some of the lash glue dry up before applying these super exaggerated lashes. Now, they don't look that exaggerated with this makeup look, but I promise with any other natural daytime glam, you guys would see what I'm talking about. And I'm just taking the Lily Lashes mascara and joining my natural lashes with the falsies. I'm now taking a Kenya Ontiveros Beauty Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lesa, and I'm just applying this on my bottom lip. Remember, I don't want my lips to look bigger than what they are. I want them to be like kind of smaller. And then I was pretty much done with my makeup, so it's time to get our hair prepped and ready to go before I apply the wig. So I just did a quick French braid. It was really easy, and I went ahead and changed into my Grinch outfit. So I'm wearing a fall fur coat that you guys have seen here on my channel before, and I used one of my mom's sweaters, like a red sweater, because I didn't have a traditional Santa suit. And then I just used some bobby pins to pin up the ends of my French braid. I kind of pin them upwards, you know what I mean? Just so that the green wig, which by the way is from Pretty Little Thing, could cover all of my hair. Now, this is a cheap wig and it is not the best quality, so I was trying to, as you would say in Spanish, acomodarlo, like trying to fix it up so it looks kind of nice, but honestly this is the best that I could get it at. You guys, I could not find my Santa hat anywhere, for the love of God. I know that it is somewhere in my house, but we have not taken out all the Christmas decorations, so I literally used a stocking and bobby pinned it together so that it would kind of stay secure on top of the wig, and I feel like it actually worked. And then to finish off this look, I added some of these red silky gloves, again from Pretty Little Thing, not the color green like I would have loved, or even white, but red is still a Christmas color and I think it looks fabulous.
The Grinch!
And that is my take on the Grinch. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love the results. Even though the green from this faux fur coat is different than the green on this wig, it doesn't matter. I feel like it still ties in the look. I mean, you obviously know I'm the Grinch. If you want to see how I created Cindy Lou's hairstyle from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, go ahead and click this video. I'm going to leave it right up here on screen and also in the description box. And there is a giveaway with today's video, so make sure you enter. I'm going to be giving away this entire vault of lashes from ColourPop Cosmetics. They are fall lashes, meaning they are not mink and not made of animals, which is amazing. It's cruelty-free and vegan, so I can't wait for one of you guys to enjoy these lashes. They're going to look amazing in whatever glam you decide to do with them, be it the Grinch or a normal everyday glam. So make sure you check out my Instagram page, Gabriella Catano. It's my main Instagram, and there's gonna be either a video post or a picture post of the Grinch's makeup, and that's where you guys are going to be able to enter to win the lashes. So make sure you are also following me on that Instagram as well. There are still a few giveaways left until the end of my Vlogmas and 12 days of giveaways, which is technically now 13 days because I skipped a day, yada, yada, yada. But anyway, make sure you're following me on both of my Instagram accounts, Gabriella Catano and Catano Glam, as well as my TikTok, Real Gabriella Catano. If you enjoyed, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and share it with a friend. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you are not yet subscribed, and hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post, and I will see you in my next video.